going to be talking about the differences between the Porter Cable 7424XP and the Rupes LHR21ES Bigfoot dual action polishers. These are the two best-selling polishers from us here at Chemical Guys, and today we're going to break them down, open them up, and show you guys the differences between these two awesome polishing machines. So we're going to go down, help you pick out the proper machine for your application, and show you how good these machines really are. Let's go ahead and take a look. So I've gone ahead and laid down the Rupes LHR21ES and the Porter Cable 7424XP to give you a good overview of the differences and similarities between both machines. The machines look very different, but they're very alike, and then we're going to go ahead and break down the differences in detail to help you choose the right machine. So if you notice, the Porter Cable 7424XP is a lot smaller than the Rupes LHR21ES. This gives it an advantage for younger detailers and novice detailers that have smaller hands and want an easy machine to grab. These both use hook and loop backing plates, which can use a variety of different pads. The Rupes LHR21ES comes with a 6-inch backing plate, which allows you to use 6.5-inch pads, but the Porter Cable 7424XP can use a variety of different backing plates. It can use a 5-inch backing plate like this one that's equipped. It can also use a 6-inch and a 7-inch backing plate. It's a big variety of advantages to have over the Rupes machine that can only use one pad. Now, to remove the backing plate on the Porter Cable 7424XP, you need to use the supplied wrench. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it in between the side of the machine, and I'm going to unscrew the backing plate. This is a Chemical Guys backing plate, and it uses a washer to space out the backing plate for perfect alignment. That's how we take off our Porter Cable backing plate. Now, on the Rupes backing plate, it's actually removed with an Allen key. So I'm going to take my Allen key, place it in the center. I'm going to remove the hex. There we go. I'm going to pop off my backing plate. And you can see the differences between the two machines. So let's put them side by side to show you the differences. Now, these machines are not brand new. They're both used that we pulled out of our Smart Detailing University training facility. Now, if you notice, the machines look very similar. They both use a counterweight design with a center spinning bearing. So they both use a bearing that spins in the center, but they use a counterweight. If you notice that the Porter Cable has a smaller counterweight than the Rupes LHR21ES, when I spin the machine, you'll notice how wide the LHR21ES can spin. It spins a large 21 millimeters. Now, the Porter Cable, you notice, spins with a dual action as well, but the offset is not a high amount. It's a smaller offset. Now, the difference is that they both will achieve the same results, but because the Rupes LHR21ES has a bigger throw, it can correct a little bit faster than the Porter Cable 74XP. If you're getting into polishing, the Porter Cable 7424XP has advantages because it can use multiple size backing plates and brushes, which is really cool. I'm going to go ahead and assemble back on the backing plate to show you guys how we put it back on. We put this one right on the center. Make sure you line up your backing plate. Sometimes this can be a tedious job, but you need to make sure it's 100% aligned on the machine. There we go, before you put down your hex key. So I'm going to go put my hex bolt right in there and then grab my hex key and tighten it down. You don't need to over tighten it. You tighten it till it bottoms out. You take the hex key and you do just a tiny turn till it's snug. There we go. And for the Porter Cable, we're going to go ahead and take our wrench and we're going to line it up on the hex inside of the machine. I'm going to grab my pad. Always make sure that you install a washer when you do this. Place it right on there. Place on my tool. Start to spin the pad. Once the threads have begun to start, I go ahead and keep spinning the pad until it bottoms out. There we go. Now, there are differences between these machines. The machines, not just the size, the way they work is that this machine, the Rupes, is very good for polishing paintwork. It's also very good for polishing larger surfaces due to its big throw and its larger backing plate. That means if you're polishing a car with paintwork, a van, a truck, this is going to be a great machine to do that. Even polishing an airplane or a boat, the Rupes will handle the situation to polish larger panels. But on cars, sports cars, and modern cars, there are smaller panels, things like A-pillars, B-pillars, mirrors, and headlights that the Rupes has trouble polishing because the pad's so big. That's where the Porter Cable comes into play. The Porter Cable can run smaller backing plates all the way down to a 3-inch, so that means I can polish headlights, I can polish small areas on the car like trunks, emblems, and A-pillars to make sure I get the proper results. So a real professional would benefit highly from having both of these machines in their arsenal. One machine to handle the larger panels, one machine to handle the smaller panels. But if you're looking to get an entrance into the machine, I'd highly recommend to pick up the Porter Cable 7424 XP because of its price and it's easy to use. Plus its versatility in being able to polish paintwork and be able to use several different attachments like carpet brushes and scrubbing pads. So if I want to go polish a carpet or scrub a carpet or clean out stains, I can use my Porter Cable 7424 dual action polisher to clean out the carpet. Now you know the differences between the Porter Cable 7424 XP and the Rupes LHR21ES Bigfoot dual action polishers. Now you can choose the proper machine for your application and you know exactly the differences between both these awesome polishing machines. If you have any more questions about choosing the correct polisher or polishing your type of paintwork, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, check out our Facebook, or you can find these awesome polishing machines at chemicalguys.com.